Ja Morant is a name in the NBA whose every move is under a microscope. What NBA star did his father get into trash talking with? Or why does he owe being an NBA star to Doritos? Here are 10 things you didn't know about Ja Morant. Did you know that this man has ridiculous spending habits? However, I think this guy is wasting more money than you might think. We know the dude is an absolute baller and has earned every penny of his NBA contract. However, he spent quite a bit of it on jewelry alone. The Grizzlies guard spent close to $35,000 on a diamond grill, $89,000 on chains, $240,000 on iced out watches, an $11,000 necklace for his sister, and much, much more. He even bought a custom chain with his jersey number and a custom box to go with it, spending close to $400,000. So we can say this dude has a penchant for overspending. Get ready to hear a story that will make you want to run to the nearest convenience store and grab a bag of Doritos and a can of soda. Because as it turns out, those two things played a major role in the rise of Ja Morant. Picture this. Young teenager Ja is eager to make his mark in the world of hoops. Attends a camp hoping to impress the coaches and make the roster. But despite his best efforts, he falls short and ultimately is dismissed from the camp. But the story doesn't end there. As fate would have it, Morant decides to hit up a different gym and continue playing and refining his skills. Meanwhile, Murray State's assistant coach, James Cain, is at the same gym recruiting another player when he gets an urge to grab a snack. And what does he choose? A bag of Doritos and a can of soda, of course. As Cain is chowing down on his deliciously salty snack, he can't help but notice a game going on in the nearby auxiliary gym. So he decides to take a peek and sees none other than Ja Morant absolutely crushing it on the court. With his explosive dribbling, insane passing abilities, and high-flying dunks, Morant was a force to be reckoned with. And just like that, Cain knew he had to have Morant on his team. And the rest, as they say, is history. Morant went on to become a star player for Murray State, earning accolades and catching the attention of NBA scouts. So next time you're snacking on some chips and soda, remember the story of Ja Morant and the role those delicious treats played in his journey to becoming one of the NBA's brightest stars. Did you know that Ja Morant is a colleague of mine? Wait, colleague? I'm not a hooper, guys. However, Ja Morant is a YouTuber. You heard me right, my man produces content for his YouTube channel. Showing his daily life in general, Morant allows Tee Morant to get to know him better. And he's pretty good at his job, frankly. He has 300,000 subscribers and uploads 1 or 2 videos per month. He's been seen working out, hanging out with the fellas and family. He's not shy about his vacations and party life as well. You definitely get unprecedented access with the YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe to his channel. After our channel first, of course. What are you waiting for? Did you know that Ja has his jersey retired by Murray State? That's probably not a surprise, as he set school records for points and assists while being a first-team All-American. But it might surprise you that Murray State has produced some amazing talent over the years. They've produced the likes of Popeye Jones, Isaiah Canaan, and recently Cameron Payne. These racer legends also have their jerseys in the rafters. The place isn't known as a college basketball powerhouse and is not even in a power conference. But with all these guys making the NBA, who knows, Murray State might be the next mid-major powerhouse like Gonzaga. The reason Ja loves dunking so much is actually because he couldn't dunk until later in high school. We all know Ja has crazy hops and we think he is a gifted leaper. But this crazy athletic kid couldn't dunk consistently until his senior year of high school. Morant said, "My 11th grade summer going into my senior year is when I started dunking consistently. Before then, I'd probably get 1 dunk out of 25 tries." He estimates that he was 5'10" in the summer of 2016, leading up to his senior year at Crestwood High. He rarely attacked the rim, and his now dominant first step was, well, pretty average. About the situation, he said, "I actually became a little faster my senior year, and as I got into college, I guess that's when my athleticism started to kick in." Seeing his current dunks, you must have thought that this kid could have been a natural-born all-star dunker. But everything is related to hard work, my friends. And speaking of hard work, let's bring Mr. Tee Morant to the stage. One of the most important things to know about Morant is his father, Tee. In Ja's childhood, he trained in his backyard with his father, who taught him step-back jump shots and brought tractor tires for him to practice jumping on with a soft landing. However, his goal wasn't just for his son to make it to the NBA. His goal was also for Ja to be a star in the league. To achieve that, he had to prepare him for the cutthroat competition. That's why he became his biggest hater. While asked how Ja feels about people who criticize his size or skills, Morant told reporters that he thrives when people actually doubt him. "My man said, I really like the negative energy. That he hasn't played against nobody. He's too small. He can't shoot. I love negative energy. It motivates me. It really doesn't bother me because my dad was my first hater, so if I can take it from him, I can take it from anybody." Not only the father-son relationship, but Tee's hatred towards his son is also known everywhere. He criticizes his son wherever he goes. After Memphis eliminated Minnesota in the first round of the playoffs, Tee called his son's performance throughout the series trash. Ja didn't have his best series, but the team was able to advance in 6 games.
How would you say Ja played in this series?
Ja played like trash.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, trash.
You may question Tee's basketball knowledge, but hold on. Ja Morant's father was once a teammate of one of the greatest shooters of all time. Yep, guys, Tee is not someone to be underestimated. But let's also talk about Ja's dad a bit more. First of all, Tee played high school basketball at Hillcrest and was a teammate of Hall of Fame guard Ray Allen. He also played college ball for Claflin University. He had plans to turn professional but decided not to pursue it when his wife Jamie got pregnant with Ja. And actually, the NBA community also knows Tee as well. He's known for trash talking with players and their parents from time to time. Last season's game between the Lakers and Grizzlies, Tee leveled up and got into it with NFL legend Shannon Sharpe. Tee also got involved in trash talk with the likes of Steph Curry and Karl Anthony Towns' father. Jeez. Of course, we're not looking to start beefs here. It's just that he also loves basketball and likes to be in those hostile environments. Ja never fails to respect his father and takes great care of his family. With his upbringing, he is now raising his own child. Did you know that Ja Morant has a child? That's what this video is for, right? Despite being in his early 20s, Morant has a lovely little daughter named Kari Jaden Morant. He often brings his daughter to the Grizzlies games, where you'll see the bundle of joy sitting next to her grandfather Tee. Ja Morant always takes good care of his daughter. He dedicates 1 day a week to his daughter, parents, and siblings. In fact, they're always together. You ask why? The All-Star bought a massive mansion that has a perfect view of his father's home right next door. So my man made his parents also neighbors.
Hey, Pops! We neighbors now!
This shows how much this guy values family. However, he has recently caused some disappointment to the fam. Morant, along with his team, came to Denver shortly after the away game against Houston on March 2nd. Approximately an hour and a half after arriving, he entered a venue called Shotgun Willie's with a friend and 2 bodyguards. After arriving at the club, Morant rented a VIP room for about 3 hours and paid around $900 for it. He then requested for dancers to come to the room. One employee said the room was literally filled with money. It was like a pile. You needed to rake it to collect it. A dancer also said counting the money took forever. Talk about partying like a rock star. However, you might need that money now, player, because you're going to lose about $40 million. You know why? Well, let's give you some detail. Only 2 days after this incident, something much more disastrous happened. Morant, who was vibing at a nightclub, live-streamed a video on his Instagram account during which he showed a gun in his hand. This not only resulted in controversy, but Morant's actions resulted in some consequences. He was suspended 8 games. Due to all the controversies he's been involved in, Ja did not make an All-NBA team this year. The man could lose at least $39 million from his contract with the Grizzlies. When you get suspended, you don't get paid. And when you get in trouble, you lose endorsement deals with brands. Losing all these millions hopefully wakes up Ja Morant a bit. But after getting past that incident and apologizing to everyone, he was seen waving a gun again in a car on Instagram Live. He could be suspended for a very long time, which could result in losing millions of more dollars. We know you're rich, famous, and young, but you gotta think more before posting actions like that. What do you think about Ja? Let us know down below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Let's watch the next one now. Go ahead, you got it.